Last week, Tuesday, my son, who is a non-ambulatory, meaning he cannot walk, wheelchair user with a developmental delay and low to no pain response below his waist, okay, was returned home to me via school bus with an acute fracture of his left leg and in the process of respiratory failure. You heard that right. I got my son off the bus and he was barely breathing and he had a broken leg and no one noticed. No one. None of the adults noticed. The first lesson that I learned is, but I want you to think about this when life is kicking you in the face and these waves are trying to take you under. Because as the old people say, keep living. And I don't know if y'all know, most of my audience is millennials and Gen X, right? And progressive boomers, okay? And the way that this life is set up, you see that shimmy right there? Keep living. If it ain't kick you in the face yet, they're coming. Okay. I told you guys, life is not about waiting for the water to get calm. Life is about learning how to surf. These lessons that I've learned and I'm sharing with you in dark moments are lessons on how to be a better surfer. Ready? First thing is, this thing happened. And when I tell you, it showed me my priorities with the quickness. Quickness. Okay. Dark moments act as a natural filter. The promises of westernized life, where you go to school, get a degree, get a good paying job, work for a bajillion years, retire, and in there you get a spouse, 2.5 kids, and a white picket fence, does not take into account real life. And the fact that one, there are alternative ways to live in this world. Okay, maybe you don't want to go to school. Maybe you just want to become a plumber. Maybe you want to go live in Barcelona on a houseboat. Maybe you don't want to be married. Maybe you don't want to have kids. Maybe you want to have 10 kids. Okay, maybe you want to be a YouTuber, start your own business. Maybe you don't want to go into the corporate world. And life includes not just the good things, not just the neutral things, but also the challenging things. Nobody prepares us for divorces and medical things and financial things and losing your job, being laid off and having to be a caretaker for your child, caretaker for your mom, moving away from your city, being far from your family, not being able to make friendships. Life happens. People's houses burn down. I have lived through hurricanes. I have been in a house when a hurricane ripped the roof off. I have been in a apartment fire. Nobody shares with you financial losses and that we should expect that. You want to talk about clarification? All of this happened and all of the extraneous things in my life fell to the wayside. And this situation acted as a natural filter, you guys, and only the priority things remain. You want to talk about rapid clarity and self-discovery, shedding of unnecessary stuff and fluff. Okay, I'm looking at my notes right here. It forced me to take a hard look at my current life and evaluate what actually mattered, right? Certain things, of course, like my family, my health, my son's health, my own personal well being, my psychological well being, my husband's psychological well being, my son's psychological well being, advocacy for my son's medical situation, right? All of those things were high priority in my life. And other things were easily deemed unnecessary. Certain activities, certain obligations, certain relationships, certain like clutter, like, all the things. So the lesson I learned was, don't just let that happen in a dark moment. Use that information to create the life you desire moving forward. You see what I'm saying? If I didn't care about it when the ish hit the fan, like I put on the thumbnail last week, maybe I don't care about it. Okay. Hopefully this is helping somebody. Maybe I don't care. I'm trying to pull away from the mic so I don't slurp. I did a video many moons ago in my Find Your Light coaching group, which is a coaching group. I have a healing space for Black women. Okay. If you are a Black woman, it's on the screen. Come and join us. We're 800 and something strong. But I did a video on in Find Your Light once, and it was talking about time priorities and how you are not everyone's time priority. You might be their priority in their heart, but we only have a limited amount of time. Okay. On the in every day. People always say, we all have the same 24 hours as Beyonce. No, we do not, because Beyonce has assistants and finances to help her time do something different than ours. Okay. And I got a little bit of pushback from people who were like, no, that's not true. If somebody doesn't reach out to you, that doesn't mean that they're not there. You're not a time priority. And I was like, I don't mean it in the way that they don't care about you. I mean it in a way that we all have a finite amount of time to tend to our priorities, which should be established, and ourself, which is a priority. Prioritize yourself, okay? Because you can't pour out of an empty cup. You got to put your oxygen mask on before you put anybody else's, and all of the tropes and things that people say that we hear a million times, but we pish posh. Okay, these things are true. We only have about a specific amount of time, and so it showed me my priorities. And moving forward, I will continue to use that insight to not pick back up something that I put down. That'll bless you. Listen, I don't know if it's gonna bless you, but it's gonna bless me. And it should bless you, because if you put it down in a dark moment, maybe you don't want it. Don't pick it back up. If you think I'm talking right to you, I have a coaching membership, the Pineapple Crowns coaching membership for Black and West Indian women on a healing journey. Okay. If I sound like what I'm talking about is right to you, thepineapplecrowns.com, come and join me. There are links to other things that are wonderful gifts for you in the information box. Check them out. Amen. Be well, be encouraged. Okay. Keep healing, you guys. Here's your pineapple. Bye, y'all.